Hi, I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. I also want to just say thank you for stopping by. I know that I'm a little late. I've been busy working all day today, and I just want to remain true to coming to you every Wednesday. So I know I'm late, but better late than never. So I just want to just go for it. Secondly, if you have not already became a subscriber, I would love for you to be a part of this family here. We are family and we are growing together. And I thank you for those of you who have became subscribers. I want to say thank you, and I want to say God bless you. And for those of you who have not, please consider becoming a subscriber. Like the video, which helps it to grow and reach further. And lastly, please share if you can. So I want to welcome you to Wednesday's Water in the Word, or Water in the Word Wednesdays, whichever you want to say. Today, I want to talk, tonight, should I say, I want to talk about um, dream stealers. Okay? I want to talk about um, sometimes as people, we need to not be so quick to share your vision or the things that God has given you, be it your dream, your vision, your goals, things like that. Sometimes we can release things prematurely, and you have people who will begin to start praying against the things that you're believing God for. So I have learned that sometimes you need to um, be mindful of what you're sharing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't share, but you need to be mindful of um, remaining in a season of quietness. Meaning, when I say quietness, I mean sometimes you have to keep things to yourself. And I always like to say that people will find out when they find out. And by that, I mean they're going to find out when, they see the manifestation of whatever it is that you're believing for. Because how many of you all know not everybody is for you? Okay? Not everybody is for you. And that's just the truth. I'm not saying that everybody, are dealing, people are always, there are some people who, let's just face it, they are, you have some envious people, jealous people, vindictive people, and you have people who will literally try to hinder your success. Okay? And so I have found out sometimes you just have to keep it between you and God. Okay? I call them the dream stealers, because what they'll do, they'll take your dream and sometimes they'll take your vision and they'll go and try to duplicate what God gave you. Not saying it's going to work out for them, but that could happen as well. There are so many reasons why you shouldn't do it. That's one reason why I wouldn't do it. Another reason could be is, I always say, so what happens if things do not pan out the way that you think that they should? Well, if you haven't shared it with people, how are they gonna even know? And I'm gonna use this as a hypothetical. What happens if, let's say, you're buying your dream home, using it as an example, hypothetical, and you've already found the lot, you've already put down the down payment, all those, everything, and they're getting ready to start building, for example, and something happens to where, let's say, Lord forbid, let's say someone, in the midst of all that, let's say they lose their job, for example. That could really happen. Well, if you have not already prematurely shared things prematurely and went out ahead, I always say don't go ahead of God, then no one ever knew anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. That can truly happen. Um, so there are so many different dynamics to this. But let's just go to the word, because I want to, whenever I come to you and we're going to be doing Wednesday's Water in the Word, I want to always make sure anything that I speak on, I wanted to line up with the word. So what God gave me, he gave me Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. Then you will call upon me and go and pray to me." And guess what? He's saying, "And I will listen." So here, Jesus is saying, I already know the thoughts that you're praying. Jesus is saying, I already know what you need before you even ask me. He's saying he already know what we need before we come to him. When we lay out our requests to the Lord, he already know, but you still have to do something to activate this principle. What you have to do, you have to open up your mouth and you have to speak and make your requests known. He said, "You will call unto me and I will answer." Okay? He may not answer exactly when we think he's going to answer, but we have a promise and we have the assurance and we have the faith in knowing that he said that he's going to answer us when we call upon him. So a lot of this comes with developing a relationship with God. Little by little, you may be just coming in to your faith with him or your relationship. And like I spoke on last week, and you can go back and look at that video I talked about last week. I talked about, we don't serve this mystical God, that he is a spirit, but you can have just a simple dialogue with him, just like I'm speaking with you. He's your father, and he already understands us because we were created in his image. And that's the good news. So we don't have to, like I said, get everything together. We are all works in progress. We are works in progress, works in processes, and all of that. So every day we are going to sometimes miss the mark. And I just have to tell you, sometimes, life can sometimes seem like, woo-wee, but you know what? You have to know that we're still, running this race. And the Bible also tells us that the race is not given to the swift, but it's given to those who endure all the way to the end. So it doesn't matter how fast you're running, right? It matters that you cross the finish line. And so the parable of that is to go at your own pace, whatever that may be. Okay, don't look to the right, to the left. Okay, don't covet your neighbor. Don't look at what somebody else is doing. You stay in your lane. And when you do that, you can, you're going to be so much more at ease because you're not in that spirit of competitiveness. You're not in that spirit of competition. You've heard people say, stay in your lane. Yeah, you're staying in your lane. And I live by that, you know. I'm not trying to keep up with anybody. I'm living my best life doing me. And when you really enter into that zone of peace, you will begin to see the fruit manifest, because people will begin to see you, and they will begin to look at you, and they will see that peace and that light on you, and they will be like, you know, what are you doing? I want some of that. And they don't know all type of hell could be breaking out in your life, you know, but yet and still you have to go through. Okay, we all go through different things, peaks and valleys, but it's how you go through. Okay, and so that's pretty much what I have. Be guarded about what you share. So let's do a recap. Okay, I'm talking about protecting your vision from dream stealers. Okay, be guarded by what you speak. Okay, be guarded about what you share. I'm not saying you shouldn't share your vision, but you should be careful what you say and who you say it to. You definitely have to pray about that, because not everybody want to see you win, and that's just the truth. But it's okay, because guess what? We're gonna win anyway. We're gonna win anywhere, no matter what. If God said it, and He said that it's yours, can't no devil in hell stop what God has for you. And so that's what I have for you on this Wednesday. Water in the Word. Cheers. Again, I want to thank you for stopping by and tuning in. If you have not already become a subscriber, go ahead and smash that subscription button at the bottom. Make sure you like this video. Please give me the likes. Let's get the likes up. And share. Until next Wednesday, be blessed, be inspired, but most of all, be encouraged. Bye-bye.